Hi, I'm Ben,
And I'm Jack,
and we're
and
two
we're two
dumbasses.
dumbasses.
Yeah, that was in unison. We're like a choir.
Yeah, we're on fire today,
We're like a
baby.
choir of angels.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
All
All
right.
right,
Welcome to episode 2 of the Dumbasses podcast. Last episode was a commercial hit, sold worldwide, massive quantities
absolutely.
around the
Yeah,
globe.
Joe Rogan literally
Shit
went
his
on his own
pants.
podcast and he shit his pants. He's retiring because he knows he's not gonna be able to keep up with us. All right, it. I'm gonna see exactly how many views it got. All right, down to the number. All right, let's look at this here. I'm just gonna investigate how much. Oh my god, a whole 20 views.
Wait.
Holy smokes, Joe Rogan, be afraid.
I'm not sure you're accounting for the ones that we have on Spotify.
I haven't. People have listened to this on Spotify.
Last time I checked, there was a solid 3 people who had.
Oh my god,
Wait.
yo.
I'm loading it right now. Oh my god, we have had 5 streams.
Oh my god, we're that's pulling more
Okay.
views than my sleep streams.
I have a question here though. This is a genuine
Yeah.
question for Spotify. In the
Yeah.
catalog where you can check how many people have viewed your podcast or whatever, there are 3 categories. There are starts, streams, and listeners, and I do not know what the difference is between any of those.
I actually think I can answer this. Starts are people who've clicked on it, streams are people who've watched it all the way through, and then listeners are like followers.
Okay, but like, see, that basically means that if we have 5 starts and 5 streams, then everyone who's clicked on it has listened all the way through.
My guess, yeah.
All right, we're popping off. We got 100% watch time.
Let's go!
All right.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to some of the more serious topics for today. Do you want to start us off, or should I?
Yeah, so I'm gonna fill our viewers in that haven't been keeping up on my channel. I recently I recently had corona. I
Oh wait! Don't say that word. Don't say that word.
oh, sorry, I meant cunt. I can't say the C word. I have to say cunt instead. Um, it was fun. I had to take, I wasn't able to stream as actively. However, there was one thing that I was able to stream, and that was me. I decided to do another sleep stream.
All right.
It
How'd it
currently
go?
rests at 1.5 thousand views.
Dude, you're popping off. People love to watch you sleep. I don't know if that's a
Yeah,
good thing or a bad thing.
I did one a few days later, and that one is at 1.6 thousand views.
What about number 4?
2 most viewed live streams. Number 4 was that one.
All right. What about number
I
2
have
then?
Sleep Stream 2 Electric Boogaloo has just under 300. Sleep Stream 3, now it's a trilogy, has 1.5k, and then Sleep Stream 4, I'm Back for More, has 1.6k.
Dude, that shows some real concerning facts about your fan base.
Yeah. I'm a little concerning. I had to issue a statement that was like, yo, I'm a minor. I'm 17 years old. All right. So if I'm a minor in your country, wouldn't advise masturbating to this. Because I'm getting a lot of feedback on my sleep streams in the comments. People are saying things like, turn on a light, wear less clothes, wear something overly over the top, or have lights blaring on you so we can see every inch of your body. Don't wear a blanket. Here, look at this guy for critics. So they sent me this guy called Sleeping Nick.
Is all he does sleep streams?
Yeah, I that's his brand, I think. I tuned in for a little bit of one of his streams. He number one, he doesn't wear pants. The bulge is very visible. You can tell the dude doesn't sleep at all. Like he is struggling, but he's getting paid to struggle.
So like basically they're telling you to sexualize yourself more.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments on this Sleeping Nick guy. I'm watching one guy, top comment was a bunch of time signatures from every time this guy got an erection.
Oh my god.
And the same guy left a comment on one of my videos giving me feedback.
I've lost a bit more faith in humanity today.
Yeah,
When I picture sleeping Nick, for some reason, the image of Nikocado Avocado from before he was fat pops into my head. Like
he is a skinny white boy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of
Not
people watch.
Avocado. He's not a skinny white boy for sure.
I'm not sure what kind of people watch that content. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be kind of weird, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it takes a bit. Yeah, quite the knack. And
So-
yeah.
So, are you thinking
go
about continuing with the sleep stream meta?
I have no clue. I was gonna do one last night prior to recording this, but I think I ate something, and I all of a sudden for the entire night I just felt like I had to vomit, but I never did. I was feeling awful. I was recording some stuff with you, and then we both were like,
Yeah.
let's go take a quick recess, go get lunch. I
Dinner?
come back, I'm like, or dinner, it was later in the day. And I come back, and I'm just like, oh my God. I sit down at my computer. I finished before you. I sit down, I watch like a 20-minute YouTube video. And then but when it's over, it just hits me like, oh my God. I go straight for the toilet. I lean my head over. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, my guess is I was dehydrated. And then I kept drinking water, and I was still feeling like I don't know, maybe it's an iron deficiency or something. But yeah, I'm feeling better now. I don't have my corona anymore, so I was, yeah, that was something I actually didn't experience with corona, nausea.
Oh, that's good.
It was just fatigue and coughing. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I had that bitch in a chokehold. All right, I've out of context. We just gotta kick Corona's ass now. Like, Corona's weak enough to kick its ass. Like, and then the vaccines are like drop with when you're vaccinated. It's like Godzilla dropping a nuke on Japan and then shitting on what's left, and then
I have no idea what is meant by the analogy you're trying to make here. I cannot
imagine
puzzle out the
Godzilla
meaning.
taking a shit on Hiroshima and it going boom.
Okay.
And then Godzilla hitting the default dance.
So is this your analogy for what Corona's like?
Yeah, me being Godzilla, Corona being Hiroshima.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I
thought you were Hiroshima. Mm.
No, I would never make myself Hiroshima.
All right.
Unless I literally exploded.
Oh yeah, there was a question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
And we were talking the other day, and you mentioned that you were going in for a job interview. Now, when you've told me this in the past, it's always been like, oh, I'm going in to get interviewed for some Minecraft server or something for the position of moderator, and then like every time you say that, I have like a job interview. That's what I thought you meant. So then when you told me you actually were going to McDonald's to interview for a job, I was surprised. But now I want to know how it went. So tell me about it.
I was Godzilla taking a shit on Hiroshima. Me being Godzilla, McDonald's being.
I don't think that's a good thing for you to happen in your job interview. That's not a good thing.
You're right. I should use a different analogy. I was Godzilla. The interview was Nagasaki. I dropped a nuke on that bitch.
Okay, so tell me about give me your anecdote. Tell me what happened.
They asked me my hours, and I gave them I told them this many hours, this time period. I'm not gonna say when, because I'm not gonna dox myself.
Not between 8 and midnight, because I'm gonna be doing sleep streams every day.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I still wanted to be able to, I will say though, on the days where I don't work, I'll be cranking out a lot more YouTube shorts and a lot less live streams I pretty much have the job. They're like, great, yeah, just call this number when you have this bits of information, and I have pretty much all of that. Just gotta print out a direct deposit form and go get in. Apparently the school has to sign a thing if I'm a minor.
So who was your interviewer?
Some lady who I believe was the manager, the head manager.
All right, now here's the most important question. I think you can anticipate what I'm going to ask here.
Yeah.
Is she hot?
No.
Is she like a Karen?
No.
Is she in her 40s or later?
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm sorry.
Yeah. She had like a Latina accent.
She comes from Cuba.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like your job
Blowing up like
interview
a
went.
tuba.
What?
Yeah. Blowing up like a tuba.
Oh, okay. Sounds like your job interview went well though.
Yeah.
So you basically
was-
have the job.
Basically, I just need to. I can't because I obviously can't go into school on a weekend. So and to get that information, so I gotta fill out a form and
Yeah.
talk to. My guess is I gotta talk to the off. She didn't really say who I needed to talk to in the school.
Just an email or something. I don't know.
She said like, yeah, teacher, principal, administrator, like my
Random
guess
lunch
is it could
lady.
be lunch lady, custodian, PE teacher, like
The delivery guy.
another TA. Like now,
Yeah.
interesting. All right, I've been talking a lot. You go for it though. You go for it now.
All right. I have a bit
Yeah.
of a story, I guess. An interesting
All right.
story. And what happened is just the most annoying series of events that was not even my fault. So the other day, whenever we just entered semester 2 at our school, and when that happens, schedules get changed, obviously, because if you have any semester long classes, they get switched out for new ones. And our school does this weird thing where sometimes they switch full year periods around on you at the semester mark in order to make way for elective classes that you may be taking. And so I have an entirely new schedule basically. And we have like 2 days. On one day we have periods 1 through 4, and on the other day we have periods 5 through 8. So the first day of the new semester was periods 1 through 4, no problem. Went to all my new classes. They were all new classes, and they were all pretty chill. No problems with the schedule or anything. Day 2 is where shit hit the fan. Okay, I have a screenshot of my schedule on my phone, and it was taken from like a couple weeks ago from Skyward, which I don't know if you and your district use Skyward or not, but it's basically where all of our grades come in at and where we can see our schedules and stuff. It's this website. Anyway, I took a screenshot of my schedule on there, and I had it on my phone, and all of it made sense. So I started by going to 5th period AP Lit. I knew a lot of people in that class. It was pretty great. Was enjoying myself. Sat next to Daniel. Oh, wait, sorry, Danterous. Oh god, I just doxed him. Whatever. God, he cares. Then
we can't mention this to him unless he has to listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
And
and then 6th period, I had AP Calc, which I used to have 5th period, and it was great to not have it 5th period. Love it. Also, I knew some more people in that class, so it was nice. And I got to sit next to some people I knew. 7th period, or actually, it was during 6th period that I first realized that a mistake may have happened, because the teacher was setting up his seating chart for the new class, and he didn't notice this. Only I noticed this, but my name wasn't on the attendance list. And he was like setting up the seating chart. He finished it, but he didn't put me anywhere because my name wasn't even on the list, so there was nowhere to put me on the seating chart. And I was just like thinking to myself, oh god, should I say something? And then I'm like, I think I know what the problem is. I think somehow they switched me into a different class, but at this point we were already like 20 minutes into this class, so I just kind of had to stay there and sit it through. I was like, okay. During lunch, I'll go down and talk to the counselor or whatever, get my thing switched. Right after 6 periods out, I go downstairs, and the first sight I'm greeted with after going downstairs is the site of the metal gates that block off the cafeteria. And then I realized, oh shit, it's a Friday. There is no lunch. Okay, I gotta get in and out of this counselor's office in like 5 minutes or I'm gonna miss my next class and get everything sorted out. So what I did is I went and saw my counselor. She's a nice lady. She's like, oh, hi, Ben. How's it going? Even though she doesn't even know me, but she was nice. And I went to talk to her. And I was like, yeah, it seems that there's like a problem with my schedule. I have this picture on my phone that says my schedule's this way, but in reality, I wasn't on my teacher's attendance list. Can you check to make sure everything's working out for me? She's like, okay. She pulls up my schedule on Skyward, and it looks completely different. So instead of having fifth period AP Lit, I have fifth period Calc. Instead of having sixth period Calc, I have sixth period AP Bio. And instead of having seventh period AP Bio, I have seventh period AP Lit. So everything just did like a full circle. And this was changed like a couple weeks ago, like right before the new semester. And so after I took the photo of my schedule. And that was kind of annoying. And I was like, okay, I've already gone to my AP Lit and AP Calc class. Is there any way you could like I know the classes have extra space in them. Could you just like reassign me to the right classes? Like, could you change my schedule so that now I have it the way I thought I did? And she's like, oh no, I can't do that. Sorry. And I was like, bruh, because there's literally not only spaces in each of those classes, but like the classes do exist on those periods. So I didn't know why she couldn't do it, but regardless, that was out the window. And so I was like, okay, I haven't gone to bio yet today. I need to go there for seventh period, right? And she's like, no, you can't go there. You have to go back to your AP Lit class and you have to resume your normal schedule. But I'd already been to AP Lit. So I straight up had to go back to the same class I'd already been in and sit through it for a second period, meanwhile missing my entire bio period. It was an absolute nightmare. And the worst part of it all is I got such a short end of the stick because not only do I now have all my AP classes on one day, which was my main problem with the new schedule, but also I have all the worst periods for all of them because now I have Calc first period of the day, which sucks. Plus I have none of my friends in that period.
I got math first period of the day too.
And I have AP Bio sixth period of the day, which sucks because it's before lunch, and also a lot of my friends are not in that period. And then I now have AP Lit seventh period, which sucks because I know no one in that class. There's two guys. Actually, I know one person in that class. There's two guys. It's me and Logan Pogue, and the rest of it's just girls that I don't know. So, needless to say, it's kind of a fiasco. Plus, I need to figure out what I missed from my bio period.
You mentioned to me that he was in your class.
it was just a nightmare.
He carpools with me.
Yeah.
To and from. Yeah. My seventh period should not exist. Like I am shocked that it should that the school hasn't removed it. There are 12 kids in my seventh period. There was a dozen kids out of what should be 30. I'm shocked the school hasn't been like, yeah, no, we're just going to remove this class from the roster. It doesn't seem like anybody's taking it. Or we'll just make less periods of it.
That's the same number of kids in my AP Lit class now.
Yeah. There's 12. It was an elective, which bro, that you can drop that.
What class is that?
Street law.
You're taking street law?
I'm also taking yoga.
How?
I hate my new gold days. I miss my old schedule. All right, I'm in stages of grief. All right, my old schedule was one of my best schedule I've ever had.
What was it?
ELA, comedic lit, film is lit, and group fitness.
That sounds like free.
It's literally a free day.
My blue days are now free too. Let me tell you what I have on blue days now. First period, film is lit.
Easy.
Second period, American Studies.
Easy.
Third period, creative writing.
Easy.
Fourth period, painting.
Easy. Oh my god.
But on gold days, I have AP Calc, AP Bio, AP Lit, and then a drawing class, which is easy. But
yeah, but you got AP Bio, AP Lit, and Calc.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just your day at the end of the day, and be like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what fine art did you need them for fine art credits?
I have enough fine art credits already. I just wanted to take them.
Fair. Yeah, I'm same thing with like because I didn't need a full year of marketing. I just took. I already have my CTE. I just yeah.
Marketing CTE.
Wow, look at this school
Wait,
conversations.
marketing is
Yeah,
CTE.
yeah.
I have more than enough CTE because I took computer aided design, intro to computer programming, metals, plus I don't know if accounting is one or not. But if it is, then yeah.
I took uh because it's only one credit of CTE that you need, which is just mind-boggling to me. I
Yeah.
took I'm pretty sure what did I take? I'm pretty sure film productions counted for
That's a
that.
CTE. How is that a CTE
I, it,
class?
it it was also like a fine art class too.
Dude, double credit.
Yeah, which I got my fine art credits, and I also took personal finance and business economics my freshman and sophomore year. So yeah,
Nice, nice. Uh,
yeah.
next year, what classes are you thinking about taking?
I don't fucking know. I know I'm done with English credits. I'm done with those. Um, I still need to take an English class for this for like at least one semester or whatever. Um, somehow. Um,
Yeah.
even yeah, that's a ridiculous rule our school has. You need 4 credits of English, but you also need 4 years of English. So even if you get the 4 credits of English before, you still got to take like 4 years of English, which is just a bruh
But you
moment.
can do it as a semester class?
I don't know. I think you can't. I know there's like
I
some
hope to
lit
God,
classes.
because I've done pre-AP English 9, honors English 10, and AP
Oh my
Lit and
god.
Comp. I don't have to take CWU English as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a smart boy. I had 9, 10, and 11, along with a bunch of electives that counted for English credits somehow. Um, yeah, I had an argument with my parents about my finals. One of my teacher's assignments. This was legitimately rigged. I had to I had to make this poster because my English class was broken. We had to watch Shrek and analyze it for irony. Or not for irony, for parody, and it was for our satire unit because Shrek is obviously satire. Um,
Yes, that's what I think of when I think of satire, Shrek.
that's what I think of when I think of satire.
Actually?
Yeah, it's a fairy tale satire.
Well, yeah, I get that, but
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I think of satire, I usually think of like modern events.
yeah. Spaceballs was my
Yeah,
second
yeah.
thing.
Spaceballs is probably one of the first ones for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a VHS of it like right over there in my room. So, yeah. I I can watch it on a VCR whenever I want. Um yeah, I had to redo this poster thing. Like it was apparently like I was given I had COVID, so I missed 4 days out of the 5 days last week. And for some reason I was marked with truancy. Wh- uh, for those of you who don't know what that means, that
You're a
basically is
truant.
like I was accused of skipping school
Yeah.
and like I had COVID.
Did a truant officer show up at your house?
No, it was just on Skyward, and which is the software we use to track our classes and grades and stuff like that.
As I said earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I don't understand it. Like, and apparently, like a bunch of my assignments are marked as like missing instead of incomplete, and I don't get that part because yeah, I even went and talked to my teacher. He's one of my teachers who I missed because it was also finals week. I missed finals week because I got COVID after 2 years of not getting it. And I'm just telling you, why could I could have gotten it last year when we were online the whole year, but no, 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 no. I had to get it, you know.
You're thinking about this wrong. You could have gotten it twice.
No, I would, but I didn't even know how I could have gotten it. because like it had to have been from school somehow. Um, that's what
Probably
it
our
had to have been.
mutual friend who got it really recently.
Yeah, I was yeah, that's what I was also thinking, but she still has it. I don't.
She,
So I
well, what surprises
we
me
even
is
though we
that
got diagnosed the same day.
I sat next to her on the plane like 5 days earlier for like a
Yeah,
6 hour plane ride, and yeah, I
I'm
didn't get
thinking we
it.
both got it from school and just happened to be at the same time because I think she had a different variant than I did.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, because she's had it where she's like, yeah, I'm still sick.
Hmm.
I was talking to her yesterday. Um, she's like, I'm still sick, and I'm like, and I'm fine because I went back to school on Friday. Um, as of Sunday is when we're recording this. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I know you said you had one topic last week that you weren't able to do, so hit fire away.
Oh yeah. I scrapped that one, but I will talk about something else. But the reason I scrapped it is because I realized how dumb it was, and also it only really works if I thread it into a conversation in a comedic way. So instead, I'll talk about a topic I have for this week. Um, so recently, actually, when I say recently, I mean yesterday night, I was bored because after I got back from eating dinner, uh, oh wait, no, this is actually before. This was before we were recording together. I was bored and I was trying to get in contact with you, and you were just not answering. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a game on Steam to play. And there's this game that I'd seen for a while that I'd wanted to get. Came out in 2012. It's critically acclaimed as a really good game, and I'd never gotten the chance to play it. And it was called Journey. I don't know if you've heard of it or not.
I feel
And
like I've heard of it. Yeah,
it's an indie game, and you know me, I like indie
yeah,
games a lot. Uh, and so I got it. Wasn't expecting to, or I expected a bit out of it because every review I'd seen was like really, really positive. But I started playing it, and it was very different from what I imagined. Like in terms of pure like gameplay or in terms of story, it's nothing like spectacular. But the way, first off, the art and the way it looks is incredible, especially for a game that came out in 2012. And on top of that, whenever you play it, you feel like everything is like choreographed so perfectly and that you're flowing with the game despite the fact that you're choosing how you want to play, like the way you move and stuff like that. The camera work is flawless. Like as you're playing, sometimes you enter these sequences where like the camera moves, zooms out and like goes to the side and it does it in such a seamless way, and then like your character just flows as though it's your intentions pushing it, but at the same time moving in like a predestined way. And it's really like a fantastic lesson, I guess, in game design there. But I really enjoyed it. But I was going to ask off of this, are there any games you've played recently that you've really enjoyed?
I I've been getting back into Black Ops 3. Um, Black Ops 3 Zombies. On PC, you can play customs and mod it and stuff. So I've been playing around with that, and it's pretty fun. Um, other than that, nope, not at all. I've been playing Sky Factory on my channel. You can go check that out. I want to stream that. Hopefully, after we're done recording this, if we don't go record something else. Um, or I might just, not do that. I always improvise my streaming schedule. That's something I want to talk about. I don't have a streaming schedule. I go live whenever I feel like going live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what, I should live stream today. And then I live stream and then that's it. And oh my God, I have one of my leftover like pills or whatever. These like a cough drop or whatever, some like tablet that I can take. These things are so good. I would eat these if like they were like
you,
candy.
you become addicted to cough drops.
I don't
You
know what
start
this thing
downing
is
them like
supposed to be.
painkillers.
Maybe it's an immune booster. I don't care. My mom came in and dropped these tablets on my desk. They are so fucking good. Holy smokes. I'm gonna eat one right now. It's like got like a pepperminty flavor.
So now you're addicted to cough drops.
I just love them. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to them, but like I'm addicted to Dr. Pepper. That's an addiction. My hand's shaking. I've gone a few days. That's why Friday was my last day.
Anyway,
Had a night on the town.
oh
Got to
yeah.
drive my friends around for the first time. Nobody trusted my driving, but I was the safest driver that entire night.
Did you make any
My
mistakes?
No, my buddy was going 90 on the highway.
Oh my god, dude.
Mm-hmm. I was going this. It was also at night. I was going the speed limit.
Well, going the speed
Like
limit
a-
on the highway is also dangerous, but sometimes depends on the situation. Because sometimes traffic's moving faster.
It was yeah.
Oh yeah, as I was gonna say earlier, uh, I highly recommend both to you and to the viewers to basically check out and try to play more indie games because I know a lot of people play mostly AAA games like the COD franchise, like you were saying, Halo, games like that. But like, there's sometimes like little indie games, like even if they are only like a couple hours long of actual like gameplay, are really enjoyable and like a break from the mold and like provide a unique game experience. Because so often our AAA games like different versions of the same exact thing, like reskinned versions of the same type of game where it's like, okay, you have a gun, shoot some people as they come around this corner. They could be aliens, they could be soldiers, they could be, I don't know, some private militia in the middle of Cambodia. But like the same idea applies to all those games. But a lot of times with indie games, you get developers who are like really passionate about what they're trying to create and create some like really unique experiences. So that's kind of why I'm so into indie games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the same way, but with the music industry.
Like what type? Like you mean like obscure creators?
Yeah, smaller creators who are making what they want. I know in the rock community, they're going on about cancel culture.
Dude, I've never heard cancel culture used with music before, but I want to say that I completely agree with you on like small independent creators in music. I don't listen to so-called indie music or anything like that,
I
but
was having conversations with people like because they were listening to the big females nowadays. Cardi B, Megan the Stallion,
Dua Lipa.
Doja Cat. We don't speak her name. Um.
uh,
Uh.
dude, Cold Heart, such a banger.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, as soon as I was put in charge of driving in the radio, the music got good. All right, boom. Elton
Good
came
for
on the
you,
radio.
worse for everyone else.
Tiny Dancer came on the first play, and everyone was like, "Is this the guy who wrote Rocket Man?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes. You
Is
mean
this
that
guy who
song that
wrote Cold
goes
Heart?
cold heart?" I'm like, "God damn it, God damn it!" I almost kicked him out of my car. I legitimately almost kicked him out of my car because they claimed that he wrote it. And I'm like, no, he wrote the chorus. He just put his name on it for money. Because who wouldn't say free money to that? I don't blame him. I blame the music industry for taking one of his songs and ruining it and watering it down like it's a goddamn piece of garbage.
All right, you can calm
That
down a
is
bit.
being washed away to,
Calm down.
clean off the driveway.
Calm down.
But no, Rocket Man deserves to be blasted off into the sun like the champion song that it is. All right? Don't
Okay.
send it down into the sewer with a hose. Don't do it.
Okay.
They've already done it though, so my saying this is pointless.
I get it. You feel better now? You got it. You got it off your chest.
I need to get me another topic. I'm getting too heated.
I was going to talk about music for a minute. So there's this guy.
Discord having problems?
Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me? Hello.
Is Discord having problems?
Hello.
Or did I accidentally turned down my volume.
You just in your rambling rant, you completely messed up your headphones.
Yeah, because I have a little knob on them that turns it down, and
All right.
I assumed you could still hear me loud and clear.
I could the whole time, and I was talking to you the
Yeah.
whole time, and you were
Yeah.
ignoring me, and I couldn't figure out
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
What I was gonna say, or what I was saying that you didn't hear, is that I was gonna talk about music for a bit as well.
Yeah.
There's this guy I listen to. His name is False Noise. He's not super well known. He has a few songs that are pretty well known, but not outside of certain communities. And like all the stuff he makes is just like some of the most unique music I've ever heard. And it utilizes this concept, or not utilizes a concept, but it utilizes really unique sound texturing, where he just uses like some of the most interesting sounds I've ever heard in like almost like a collage of music. And it's arranged in a way that's just honestly incredible to listen to, at least in my opinion. And he's supposed to be releasing a new album sometime in 2022, hopefully around springtime. But we'll see. And honestly, I'm so hyped for that. But to anyone who's looking for EDM or electronic music suggestions, I highly recommend the album Floral Strobe. Great album. Love it. Listened to it on like a million times by now. It's one of those stuff things that I just like put in the background whenever I'm trying to do something that's boring, and like it flies by once I do that. You there?
Yep. I was letting you do your thing. Um. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about?
Um. Hmm. Oh God. God. Yeah. So I have this multi-tool thing. I was showing it off before, but I'm still trying to
Okay,
process
can we
what
stop for a
this
second?
thing is.
I just want to point out the fact that I know exactly what just happened is that you had no idea what you wanted to talk about, so you just looked around your room and looked at the first thing you saw, and it was that multi-tool sitting on your desk, and so you're like, okay, I'm going to talk about this. And I
Yeah.
respect it, so continue.
Yeah. It's like a weird pocket knife, but also it's like um. I have no idea how to activate it. Can I pull out a thing? This thing is hard, man. I need nails for this thing, and I don't got nails. Um, now just so a conspiracy doesn't start that my nails have all been removed. I turned this thing into a hammer with a knife hilt. Um,
Am I the only one who bites my fingernails? Like I never trim
yes,
them. I just bite them off.
yes.
I am the
Wait,
only one who
that's how
does
you
that?
cut them? It's
Yeah.
not like a weird nervous habit. You just cut them
Well, it's not like I
with
go
your
into the
teeth.
it's not like I go into the bathroom with the intention of clipping my nails and use my teeth for it. No. It's just like when I'm sitting somewhere and I notice that I have like a long fingernail, I just kind of like bite at it and it clip it off. So it is like a nervous habit, but I never like trim my fingernails with like a normal clippers.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hey, I just opened up, okay? You don't have to come at me like that.
Yeah, well, I'm Twitter.
Yeah, I'm fucked, aren't I?
Yeah, you're fucked.
My life is over.
Yes. I'm Twitter. You
Any
want to
weird
open
things
up?
you do that are like
Um,
normal for you?
I swallow my toothpaste. I don't spit it
What
out when I
the
brush my teeth. I
fuck
swallow
is
it.
wrong with you?
I like how it tastes, so I swallow it, even though it tells you not to on the can. I've been doing it for 17 and a half years,
That
and I'm doing
explains
fine.
so much. That explains how badly damaged the brain tissue in your skull is.
It doesn't even touch my
Just
brain, all right? It
fluoride
touches my
injection.
throat and
Fluoride
goes
just like
into my
seeps
ass,
through your
and then
nervous
then it
system.
goes to my colon. Then my colon comes out shiny, and my shit comes out shiny because my colon brushes its teeth.
Do you just like crap out toothpaste? Just
No, I
straight
crap
onto
out
the
really
brush and
nice
then brush your
shit.
teeth again?
Yeah. If my shits are ugly, then that knows that I need to, I haven't been brushing my teeth. So that's your indicator. Don't look at my teeth. Look at look at the shit in the toilet before I flush it. That's your indicator.
That is disgusting.
Eh,
But like, actually, you just swallow your toothpaste.
yeah. Don't spit it out.
You don't you like? Do you like the taste of toothpaste or something?
Yeah. I enjoy the taste of toothpaste. When I go to the dentist, I'm like, oh yeah, put that shit in my mouth. It's when they scrape it that I don't like. And I hate just going out of my way to do it. That's the big issue. The fact that I have to go in person to,
I like the taste of the
put
fluoride at the dentist. I just don't like the toothpaste.
yeah.
Like the candy fluoride stuff they put on
Yeah, that that
the foam
that that powder.
powder.
That's the fluoride. The toothpaste is the
They do like big foam for me at the place I go.
yeah. They have like
The
I
wor-
don't know. They got like stuff at mine.
the worst part about the dentist is like the feeling of that like someone's inspecting your teeth and judging you silently for it. Like you know that the person who's doing your teeth is like, "Oh god, this guy's teeth are so bad. Does he ever even take care of his dental hygiene?" Like I'm just sitting there in the chair just thinking to myself, "Oh god, I'm really like self-conscious while I'm sitting there just thinking to myself, "Oh god, these people are judging me silently for my teeth." Is that just
I'm not
me?
that I that's not just you. I know I'm not like that because I know my teeth kick ass. I know I do so much to my teeth. I treat my teeth like shit and they come out strong. Like I go into my dentist, they're like, "Yeah, um okay. Um
Like the last
you
time
got some really nice teeth. Dang. Like my Dr. Pepper habits. Like
Yeah, I do.
if my teeth can turn out looking the way they do and having Dr. Pepper habits like that, like
Like
no stopping me.
the last time I went there, like they said something like the doctor was whispering to the nurse about something about how like there's they were using like the hook of doom. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little
Yes.
scraper that's like the
Yes, the
little
stuff they
hook.
scrape off of your teeth.
And then the lady was like, so she started by like scraping normally, which already sucks. Then she started like going harder. Then like a few minutes later, she was just like full on as hard as she could trying to scrape stuff. And then she like whispered to the nurse, she's like, I need the other one. I need the big one. And I was thinking to myself, oh God, no. And the nurse goes into a cupboard, pulls out a hook that looks like the same as the previous one, but bigger and thicker. And then she starts going to town on my teeth
Oof.
with that.
Oh.
And like, she said something, she's like, whenever you, okay, this is what always like feels the worst is that after they like spend a minute, like half an hour working on your teeth or whatever they're doing, then they're just like, okay, instead of telling you your brushing habits are shit, they say something like, "Oh yeah, whenever you brush, try to angle it at the bottom so that way you get it better." Like they know that they know that you don't brush well enough, but at the same time they're like trying to sugarcoat it. Like
Yeah.
whenever you brush your 5 times a day that you say you're doing, make sure that you do it this way. Inside
Uh,
they're like, "Oh, we know this guy isn't brushing 5 times a
yeah,
day.
we know this dude's only doing it a little bit.
We know this guy's brushing 5 times a year."
Yeah, we know. We know. All right, don't lie to me, boy.
This
All right.
time
I'm the one in control now.
This time they asked me how much I floss, and usually I'm like, "Oh, I floss every week." And this time though, I was like, "I'm gonna be honest." I'm like, "I've flossed like twice since the last time I came here," which honestly, I flossed 0 times since the last time I came there, so it was still a lie. But like, they're like, "Oh yeah, you need to be flossing every day." I'm like, "Wait, what? Last time you told me you'd be flossing every week," but I didn't say that. Like, I feel like whatever you do, they just like
There's
there's
always
always
something
another
they can
level.
correct you. Yeah. There's
Like, oh, I
always
floss
more
three
you
times a
can
day.
do.
Oh, that's not enough.
Yeah. Dentists, am I right? Could
Hmm.
become doctors.
Dentists make like almost as much money as some doctors.
Yeah, and that they could have just became doctors, but
Would you rather? Okay, here's a question. Would you rather be like, let's say, a heart surgeon, where you have to cut open someone's body and like basically do direct, like, what is it, like triple bypass on someone's heart, with the threat of them dying if you mess up, and the threat of them dying even if you don't mess up? Or would you rather be a dentist and make close to the same amount of money?
being a dentist is just embarrassing.
Not
So
really. It's
heart
being the
surgeon all the
dentistry
way.
nurse that's
Heart
embarrassing.
surgeon looks better on a resume than a dentist.
I wonder if you'd feel the same after you accidentally kill a guy.
Yeah, all I got to do is once, and then I'm never performing surgery again. So, dentist, I'm stuck doing that for the rest of my life. I can easily get fired from a heart surgeon job. It's all I got to do is fuck up once.
All you gotta do is drink on the job.
Yeah. All I got to do is like, as I'm about to be like, as I'm about to do my thing, I just gotta burp. Then I don't even need to drink. They'll just assume I'm drinking, and then they'll kick my ass out of there.
You go to perform the
Then
triple.
someone actually qualified will go in and save the dude's life.
You go to do a small little incision on the aorta that's required for whatever procedure, and your hand is just shaking like crazy. You accidentally just cut it
aorta?
entirely in half.
The fuck's an aorta?
I believe it's the main artery that comes from the heart, the big thick boy. Don't you remember from seventh
Oh.
grade biology, Jack?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Not anything ever.
And then there's the pulmonary vein. Yeah,
What?
I think it's called the pulmonary vein. And then there's the pulmonary valve inside the heart. There's like the 4 little rooms that like open up.
There's rooms in my body?
Oh yeah,
My heart's a house, bro.
I mean, if you think about it, every cell is a room.
My heart's a house, bro. My body's a house, bro. That's a little sus.
I mean, you do have E. coli living in you right now, so yeah.
That's true. Get out of my body!
E. coli are living in your large intestine.
Get out of my large intestine!
Oh, I don't think you want them to. They're actually pretty important.
I should mass murder all of the E. coli
It's like a
in my
symbiotic.
body,
No, it's like a symbiotic relationship. They actually take care of a lot of problems for you,
Oh, that's good.
and they don't really cause many problems for you unless you have too much of them. Then you get E.
Yeah.
coli.
Yeah, in that case, I gotta kill them. I gotta dumb down the population.
You just gotta stick a
No.
flamethrower up your asshole. Pull the trigger.
Will be fine.
Oh,
My colon will be fine. It's just as long as it hits the large intestines.
the best part is that the E. coli would probably survive that, and you wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing fine.
I'm looking at my list of topics here, and there's one that just confuses me because I don't remember what I was thinking when I wrote it. Oh yeah, now I know. It just says Kevin Spacey ?
Underrated actor?
Yeah,
Love the man.
underrated rapist.
Yeah. Yeah, more like an overhyped rapist. I don't care like what he did and whatever. Like I want to see him act again. Even we had a conversation about this. He could come back if he goes full rapist. Like if he tries to, if he auditions for the role of a rapist. I bet he could. I'd hire him. I'd hire him if he wasn't a rapist. I'd hire him for something else. But
I was watching.
Something.
I watched American Beauty for the first time last night. Great movie, by the way.
So good in that, right?
And I was like, dude, this is an omen. This was an omen for his future. He's literally gonna.
Yeah.
This is literally the man he becomes.
Yeah, he's so good in it.
I love it. I love
that man.
Like some of those scenes are so hilarious. Like the one where he goes up to his daughter and he's like, "I don't need you to become a bitch just like your mother," or something like that. Or the one where he's like, "You're frustrated.
He won Best Actor for that.
You're frustrated. Well, come on, baby, I'm ready." When they're lying in bed together.
Yeah. God, yeah. And then he dies.
Because that guy thought he got his cock sucked by his son.
Yeah.
Dude, that okay. At first, I had like no sympathy for him, right? Like I like he's like a character, right? Where it's like, okay, normally this guy you would sympathize with, but then at the same time he wants to have sex with this kid. Okay, I don't really. All I feel is weirdness from him.
Yeah, it's highlighting.
But then comes the moment where he like And like after he decides not to, like it just feels so wholesome. Like he's sitting with the girl, uh Angela, I think was her name, at the table, and they're like just eating like a dinner or something together. It was so wholesome because then you realize this is like the daughter he never had, and then like 5 seconds later he
Yeah.
just dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for the spoilers, by the way.
It's sorry for the spoilers.
It's
It's
only
meant to
been like
be like
23 years since it came out, you know?
yeah, I thought it was like 2000 when it came out.
1999 won Best Picture for
Yeah, 99
1999.
and then, yeah, and then it won best but the Oscars took place in 2000.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh man.
All right, here's a question for you.
Yeah,
What is your all-time favorite movie?
The Goonies.
Oh, actually, I remember you telling me about that. What's your number two
Yes.
then? Because I'm curious what your number two is. Because I know
Star
your
Wars.
which one.
Empire.
I figured, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, followed by Return of the Jedi and then followed by A New Hope. Yeah. I could talk to death about Star Wars on this podcast. All right, here we go, baby. I've been watching the Book of Boba Fett, and I'm telling you, it's typical Disney media. However, it is a route morally that I see this character taking, considering that his father was meant to be an honorable man. Even his father was this bounty hunter, but he had honor. He always preferred to take people in alive because he knew they were people, and he's just doing a job for some guy. Oftentimes, the people that he's sent to kill are people that really don't need to be killed. That they just end up, but he's got to bring him in to die, or bring him in dead. And his father was something, and Boba Fett took that life for himself because that's what he needed, and he followed in his father's footsteps. That was the upbringing he got because his father was murdered right in front of him. Say what you will about Jango Fett and how good at killing Jedi he was, but he was a damn good dad. And Mace Windu, Sammy J, the biggest goddamn hypocrite in the fucking galaxy, went and just cut his head off. Yeah, we don't kill people. Decapitates dude whose literally been the symbiote for an army that you're using in this very battle that you're fighting. Telling you, so glad he got thrown out that window. So glad. So glad. What an asshole. What an asshole. What an asshole. Stop me whenever you want. Mm, mm. Yeah. And then Boba Fett was obviously left in the desert. Nope, didn't do the volume thing. Boba Fett was obviously, left to die in the desert after that whole Sarlacc pit. He's actually gotten out of that in several different ways through several different comics. Now they just made it canon, flamethrowered the bitch and crawled out. What a legend, though. He just crawled out. He flamethrowered a hole and crawled out. Doesn't make sense how he made the Beskar kept his body from completely dissolving.
I'm just sitting here and listening to you ramble.
The best. Yeah. I will say though, it was really great to see the Tusken Raiders. A lot of people disagree with me on that, but they've always been like, but that we see their code, we see their.
Just so you know, I don't know anything about any honor. Star Wars stuff, so anything you're saying doesn't even make any sense to me.
I know. This is all me, and you're welcome to shoot me down anytime. Yeah, you get to see a code of honor. They're warriors.
I'm just gonna let you keep going until the episode ends.
They have an honor, which Boba Fett has something in common with them. He's a man of honor. He used to work for slugs, who, let's be real, was Jabba the Hutt, who was an allegory for the mob. But then, the mob, he quit after they left him to die, and he also dying helped.
Are you spoiling the entire story of Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett?
Yes, not all of it, but yes. I'm
spoiling part of it.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, but it's also then there's this whole thing with the Pikes, who are an allegory for the cartel. Yeah, that's right. They got the mob and the cartel in Star Wars, and they're the bad guys now of the show, and it's a thing. Yeah. So yeah. Now they're using it to set up Mandalorian season 3. Just like how Mandalorian season 2 is setting up Book of Boba Fett.
Cool.
Yeah, now that's happening. How long have we been at this?
55 minutes.
Oh, that's pretty good. You know, we had 54 on the last one, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like 10% of the time was just you rambling about Book of Boba Fett.
You know, that's okay. That's okay. We've had 10 minutes of yeah, I've been in a very rambly mood this podcast for sure.
I don't think we talked about anything like actually good.
What are you talking about? I had my cold heart rant earlier, but I've had many of those.
Yeah. Well, I think we're
I had
probably.
my Star Wars rant, which was also one of many.
Think we should probably leave it off about there.
That sounds good. Yeah, that seems like a good way to end it. You know, another one of out of context Elliot's rants or Jack's rants.
Yeah.
Because I'm Jack on this channel. Yeah.
All right.
Great. Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully you didn't get spoiled for the entire Book of Boba Fett TV show, but who cares? All right.
I wouldn't be saying it if I cared.
All right. Well, see you guys later. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.